What's up guys, and welcome to a rather special edition of Most Amazing Top 10. This one is so important, I think it's going to need two of us to cover everything, isn't that right?
Okay, so this video is actually the top 10 differences between you and me.
What? Wait, me and you? About that?
No, I don't mean us, we're boring. I'm talking about like where we're from, the countries. You're gonna represent UK, and I'm gonna represent Canada. So this right here is the top 10 differences between Canada and the UK.
You mean the UK and Canada?
Whatever.
So we're going to start off with probably the most obvious difference of them all, the way we talk. In at number 10, we've got the accent.
Okay, so let me straighten this out for you. I don't have an accent. The rest of the world, especially you UK, you do.
I don't have an accent. The rest of the world does.
Danny, is that you with no accent?
No, that was your accent. You guys have an accent to me.
Alright, let me show you what your accent is.
Yeah? He's got nothing. He's got nothing.
I don't want to attempt and fail miserably. Let's just say I'm really good at it. I don't want to share it.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just say something here. How is it that you guys have like the full British accent, but then when you guys start singing, it sounds like me? It's like the American accent. Where did it go? Okay, for example, for you guys, we're like, what are you guys talking about? People like Adele, so British. Harry Styles, so British. But when they sing, there's no accent.
Yeah, Landon, it's called a transatlantic accent. Everyone who speaks in English does that when they sing. I mean, North Americans, for example, they don't pronounce their R's when they say words like prayer or there. So, you know, it's not true.
Okay, so moving on to number 9, we're going from accents to different types of words. Okay, so we're gonna put pictures behind us and we're gonna say what we call it. Sweater.
It's a jumper.
Wait, what? A jumper? Were you jumping? No, we're talking about this.
What,
thing.
are you sweating that or something? Why is it called sweat? I don't get that.
Is there someone jumping right now?
Clearly a jumper. Put a jumper on.
Alright, let's look at this one. 1, 2, 3. Runners.
Trainers. Obviously trainers.
You run in them. They're runners.
Okay, I can't really defend that, but we call it trainers.
Alright, moving on. Next one.
Oh, well, that's crisp.
Chips.
Yeah. No.
Crisp.
No, chips.
No,
They're chips on that. We all know what chips are.
They
guys,
could be crispy chips, but they're chips.
Guys, they're crispy, they're small.
They are crispy.
It's clearly a crisp, you know.
A crisp. Okay, what do you call this?
That is a bum bag, clearly.
A bum bag?
Yeah, wow, what do you guys call it?
What are you guys showing back there?
It's obviously a bum bag.
I'm saying a fanny pack.
A fanny pack. A pack for your fanny. I'm sorry, but anyone from the UK who just heard that, you obviously know how ridiculous that is.
What does fanny mean?
It means vagina. So when you say fanny pack, all I hear is vagina pack, which is ridiculous. That's clearly a bum bag. That's a much more sensible thing to say.
Hopefully there's no graphic image back there.
Let's hope.
Okay, so on that note, I really hope there's like, is this appropriate for children? Let's move on.
Yeah, let's talk about our number 8, which is the weather.
Okay, so over here in Canada, it depends on where you live. For example, if you're on the west coast, British Columbia, maybe Vancouver Island, the weather over there is pretty nice, barely any snow, really warm. If you go up more north, Yukon, maybe parts of Toronto, Ontario, where we're from right now, it gets really cold, and I'm talking really cold, like -30. And the places that I said that gets cold, for example, Ontario, well, it gets really hot in the summertime. You can take an egg, put it on the sidewalk, and you can cook it. So what about the UK?
Well, we've got rain. We've got light rain, we've got kind of medium rain, like fat rain, all different kinds of weather. Oh yeah, and we have one special day every year where it stops raining, and we call that summer.
Okay, moving on, in at number 7, because, you know, UK's weather just seems so depressing. So let's move on to the population size.
So the UK has a population of 64.1 million, with a population density of 255 people per square kilometre.
Oh wow, I actually never realized UK has so many people there. I mean, it's almost doubled Canada, and it's like such a small place. So down here in Canada, we have about 35 million people, and a population density of about 3.4 people per square kilometer. I don't understand how there's so many people, so many millions of people on such a small little, I guess, island we call it. Let me put that into comparison. Let's put the UK in Canada somewhere. It's like half of Ontario.
Yeah, we don't have any wilderness or massive areas devoid of any people. It's pretty much just cities and towns and the occasional park. But anyway, let's move on to our number 6, where we're talking about the differences in food.
Okay, so let's start off with the biggest of all, and I'm talking about poutine. I had no idea that something was so good wasn't being offered to the rest of the world. Everyone should have it. It's French fries, it's gravy, and it's cheese curds, and it sounds a lot better than you guys think.
That's a good one. I have tried that one. It's pretty amazing. But have you guys ever tried Marmite? That's a pretty British food.
Marmite, what is that?
Well, it's a spread we have used for toast or sandwiches, and it's made from yeast extract, which is a byproduct of brewing beer. And they used to say on their TV commercials that Marmite, you either hate it or you love it. Me personally, I hate it, but my dad loves it. Yeah, it's strange.
What about Lay's chips? You guys have that over there?
We do, but they're actually called Walker's Crisps. We've also got things like Skips, Monster Munch, Space Raiders. We've got all kinds of things. I miss them every day.
I don't even know if that sounds good.
Yeah, they're good, trust me.
Yeah, but now you're in Canada. We have hickory sticks, we got Miss Vicky's. So good.
I've never even heard of these things. But another weird thing about Canada is how you guys have your milk in bags. Milk that comes in a bag. What the hell is going on there? That's strange.
It's not weird. That's my everyday morning.
Why would you carry a liquid in a bag? There's perfectly good cartons. Use plastic.
Goes right from the cows into a bag. I don't know how that's weird to you, but it's something I grew up with. But let's move right on to the next one. So let's talk about money. And no, it's not because I'm brown, but this comes in to number 5.
So this is what British money looks like. Proper good money.
Well, proper Canadian's not proper?
No, not at all.
Okay, well this is what Canadian money looks like, and yeah, okay, yours looks just a little bit more legit. For some reason, everyone says it's like Monopoly money.
It does, it is like Monopoly money.
There's too many colors to it.
Yeah. I totally agree. Even the way it feels is different. I mean, I actually live here, and Canadian money doesn't feel real to me.
So in Canada, we deal with dollars.
Yeah, and the UK, it's pounds.
So why do you use weight for your money?
No, that's a different kind of pounds altogether.
But then how do you weigh your people?
We use stones. I'm not even going to try and explain that one. We'll be here literally all day. So let's move right on to number 4, which is all about alcohol. So in the UK, I can walk down to the corner shop at the end of my road. I can buy eggs, I can buy newspaper, I can buy milk in a carton, not a bag, okay? And I can buy as much alcohol as I want. It's perfectly legal.
Holy crap, this is a Canadian dream right now. This is something we're fighting for. We want alcohol in stores. We have specialty stores. You can only find it at the beer store or LCBO, which is another liquor store. Okay, so the legal drinking age here depends on which province you live in. For example, every province you can drink at the age of 19 with the exception of 3, and that being Alberta, Manitoba, and Quebec, where the legal drinking age there is 18.
Yeah, in the UK, it's just 18 across the board. My brother, when he was 18, he could drink in the UK, and then he came over here to Canada to visit me, and he was told that he couldn't drink here because he wasn't 19. So yeah, he was pretty good by that.
Oh my god, that's so depressing. I mean, he comes down here to drink, and we don't even allow him to? Everyone should be able to drink.
Yeah, Landon, are you an alcoholic or something? You seem to be pushing alcohol on my younger brother quite a lot. In at number 3.
Okay, we're comparing sports. I have to bring it up right away. Danny, soccer. It's soccer here. What do you guys call it?
Oh, don't you mean football? You know, the sport where you kick a ball with your foot.
No,
right?
No, Danny.
No?
This.
That's not football, that's hand egg. You're using your hand to deal with a ball that's shaped like an egg, alright? Football is using your foot to kick a ball, that's hand egg. I'm sorry, that's not football.
Okay, so in Canada, our national sport is hockey.
Yeah, little fact for you, ice hockey, as we call it in the UK, was actually invented in England.
Really? You had to ruin that one for me?
I'm sorry, I didn't ruin it.
Do you guys even have ice down there?
Yeah, okay, alright, spare the jokes. We actually invented it. I'm going to prove it right now. There's an article here from the Toronto Sun, which is a Canadian newspaper. It says right here, it was first played in England.
I'm reading it, but I'm not believing it.
Yeah, doesn't change the truth.
Alright, you know what? Let's move on. What is your national sport?
It's football.
What is your favorite team? New England Patriots?
Oh yeah, very funny. Well, speaking of New England Patriots, we're going to be talking about Old England now, as we talk about a difference between the ages of the two countries in at number 3. Yeah, it's called New England for a reason, but we're going from New England to Old England now because we're talking about the difference in ages between the UK and Canada.
What do you think, the UK is old or something? Canada was founded back in 1867, which is almost 150 years ago.
That's pretty cute. That's about as old as my bedroom. What we know as modern day England was founded in 1066 by the Normans, which is almost 1,000 years ago. The Romans were also there about 2,000 years ago. We've even got Stonehenge, which you can see behind me, which was 4,500 years ago since it was built.
Oh yeah, well, we got the CN Tower. That was built like 40 years ago, but it's tall. It's actually really tall.
We've compared population size and we've covered every type of British reign.
We've had money, we've had foods, and finally, in at number 1, for the top 10 differences between Canada and the UK, we're now talking about guns. Well, here in Canada, no one's really allowed guns, like civilians. You have like police officers. If you're hunting animals, you can have a gun.
Guns? What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
We don't have guns, really, in the UK.
Well, not you, but like, you know, police officers and...
No, actually they don't.
Is this real life right now? Are you... Really?
Yeah.
You don't have guns in England?
No, not really. The majority of police officers don't carry firearms in the UK. You'll only ever find them in the hands of specially trained firearm officers who only ever use them in things like hostage situations.
Yeah, in Canada, every police officer can get a gun. All you have to do is graduate from the police academy. Some security guards can even have guns. All you have to do is take a course. And then we have people who just hunt recreationally.
Yeah, you might find it crazy that we don't have guns in the UK, but statistically speaking, it's kept the homicide rate right down. Per million people in the UK, only half a person dies from gun homicide every year. That's not even one whole person.
Well, there you guys have it. That's the top 10 differences between you and me.
Alright guys, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date with all the videos we have on this channel. We are doing one a day, so you can't afford to miss out. There's also 2 videos floating over there next to Landon right now, so give them a click. And let us know what you thought of the video. We had fun, I think.
And if you guys want to see more of us, in the comment section below, put a hashtag more doubles, and we'll do more togetherness. So I'll work with the British people.
Yeah, I can work with a Canadian. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. My name's Danny Burke.
I'm Landon. No last name. It's
Just Landon.
my last name is too long.